All right. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? We are here, and I'll introduce Luis in a second, but we are here to talk about what is available, why you should pitch at Founders Live, what is available to participants, and also what does the winner get at Founders Live pitching at any city event. Luis, welcome. How are you doing?
Doing great, Nick. Thanks for having me. Eager to talk about how good it is to be a Founders Live presenter.
It is awesome. And that's what we're going to touch on first. You might be watching this video, receiving this information as you have an opportunity to either pitch at a Founders Live event. Hey, maybe it's virtually in the primetime pitch competition. But we're going to cover real quick why people love to pitch at Founders Live. Founders Live is 11, almost 12 years old now. We've grown all around the world. I'm not sure what country and city you're watching this from. Clearly, it could be in any continent in the world. But why would people pitch? And Luis, first and foremost, I want to share people pitch at Founders Live for the overall, essentially the learning experience of, being able to have an opportunity to stand in front of a crowd, challenge themselves to create a 99-second pitch. That's 1 minute 39, condense their vision. You have time to prepare for it. But then, yes, that is a bit of a challenge, and it's a fun challenge to share your vision in front of the crowd and participate in this event that, most importantly, you get feedback, you learn confidence through yourself, as well as in the end, there is a pitch competition. So there's a result, and maybe you end up winning because people are voting and choosing the winner. But I'm just going to, this point for me is the overall experience of wanting to be in front of more people, to share their vision, and learn through the process. Luis, what would be another option and another fun aspect of pitching at Founders Live?
Yeah, there are a few things built into what you're talking about. One of those things is in order to talk about your business succinctly and convincingly for 99 seconds, you really have to go through a process of understanding what your value proposition is, who you're speaking to, what problem you're solving, all those things, and really condense it down to the specifics that matter enough to show up in a 99-second pitch. And that it can be a revelatory process, much like doing an inventory when you build your own website or any other important project. You're going to learn about yourself as a founder, about why you're doing things. You're going to reconnect with those reasons, and you're going to refocus on the stuff that really matters. And so it's a in and of itself, it's a great exercise to go through just as a founder to do for your startup.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great point. One more thing, and then we'll get to what people receive when they do pitch at a Founders Live event, and then eventually the winners. What did the winners get? But another aspect of this is, look, it's fun. Okay, the Founders Live event, no matter what country you're in, it's an absolute fun experience. You, as the founder, are one of the shining, we rock stars, if you will. You're one of the shining celebrities of the night. It is absolutely great. It's an incredible experience. And then lastly, you are sharing your vision out there. And depending on the city you're in, there could be investors in the room. We have heard numerous, almost every month we hear of someone pitching in a Founders Live event and they eventually raise some investment fund because some random investor was in the room and they discovered them. There could be some customers in there that you might end up doing business with. There might be a potential future employee or co-founder. So you're getting connected and exposure into the market, and you're moving your business forward. So that's another option here. Last one, Luis, and then we'll get to what do they get when they participate.
Well, I see a Founders Live pitch as a forcing function. Maybe you're hesitant to speak in public. Maybe you want more practice. Maybe you have anything that could be holding you back from taking an action around getting your company presented to the public or socialized. Signing up for Founders Live, committing to a pitch gets you moving. You've got something to work toward, and then you'll be on stage offering that pitch, and hey, you're going to put yourself in motion, and you're showing up in person or online, and it just that's the action that you need to take to get things rolling and just to create activity around your startup. So that I see that as pretty important.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, Luis. And hey, we're gonna move on to, and I'm sharing my screen here. We're gonna move on to the aspects of essentially what do you get? You know, a lot of people ask us like, okay, and by the way, I would encourage you not to think about this so selfishly. Like, you know, what do I get for pitching? What you get is what we just talked about. Your business moves forward. Okay. But if you're wondering what is involved in, you know, what you receive after this, we're going to go through two quick things. We have the presenters package and we have the winners package. Presenters package is a collection of, you know, some offers and deals and just things from our partners. And first and foremost, the professional boost package is something that we offer actually the winner. So you'll see this in a second. The winner gets it free. Little tip there. The anyone that participates gets it half off. So the boost package, professional boost, is $1,000 retail. So you get it at $500 USD value, and there's more than $1 million of value. So this is actually not fully updated, actually. So we can go and update that. But there's more than $1 million of value, a lot of different offers, deals, and things of that nature within the the boost package, which you'll see. So you can check that out and really look into what's available there. One of our other partners is Prairie. Prairie connects you with investors, and it's essentially a founder investor matchmaking system. And they've initially focused on Europe, and so I think they're the strongest in Europe, but they are available to founders from all around the world. So give it a look. There's a free code there, FL 2025, and you know, Prairie can help you in the process of going through that investment opportunity. We have Brex here, and that's typically for US based founders. They serve US based founders, so that's something to consider. And you can take a look at that. And then storytelling for entrepreneurs, and we really, really appreciate Lynn Graft, and you will just learn as you go in to Lynn's storytelling for entrepreneurs how to craft your story. That's part of the pitch experience in general. And just take a look at what storytelling for entrepreneurs. It's really, really great. A lot of stories of other examples of successful startups, and there's a lot of tips in there. We have Scale Up Legal. If you need some legal help and incorporation or other things, you can check out Scale Up Legal. Title III Funds, they help crowdfunding and raising money, which is great. LinkedIn Pro, this is actually an offer from one of our city leaders, Cairo, which is Mustafa Shazat, and you can take a look at what he has to offer. Really, really great. So we appreciate that. So Luis, you know, real quick, because we do want to get to the winners package, but just for participating, they get a bunch of these things that they can take advantage of.
Yeah, it's a great it's a great welcome gift, and shows our appreciation for founders presenting, and gets you going in all kinds of directions to get your startup in front of more people, and more you know, socialized and activated.
Well, let's talk about what do the winners get. And we get this question a lot. And, you know, we really love to highlight our winners. And the biggest thing here, everyone, is any winner from a Founders Live event around the world gains an opportunity to move on to more exposure, and specifically through the Founders Live Primetime Global Competition. Primetime happens each year. We do this in the November timeframe. Now, in future years, maybe that shifts, but this year it's slated for early November of 2025. And what we do is we end up, because look, we have cities around the world, we have many, many events, but we need to find and get to the top 25 startups from the Founders Live global ecosystem. And we break that down into our 5 regions of the world: North America, Latin America, Europe, Africa, and Asia Pacific. So there is a qualification process to whittle that down into the top 25 and the 5 from each of those regions. So simply put, all of our winners from our cities have an opportunity to go along to the qualification to represent their region. And as you notice, the primetime week, we have 5 regions. We then have a global final. So we take the winners. So this is a week long, and we take the winners of each one of these live streamed, their virtual experiences. And there's a global finals at the end of that week, representative from each one of the continents. And then we end up having a champion. We have a Founders Live event for the global finals. It's again a 99-second pitch voted from the audience. And as of now, it's a $10,000 USD cash prize value. It's awesome. And we've had winners from many different continents over the last few years. But that is the big one. Luis, anything else to add on this? When you look at the prime time experience.
It's just an extra way to pitch again, and it's extra competition, and so it's a challenge for yourself to to show up once more and tell that message again. It can be a refined version of that pitch that you used to win your city competition, but it's a fun tournament. So this really keeps things rolling and keeps you top of mind for your audience.
It's awesome. And so we just want to point out, there is instructions that you need to do to move forward through this. This is partly on you all. You win the Founders Live event in your city. You do need to walk through and take the steps to make sure that you're prepared for the next process in the primetime experience. So make sure you read through that. We also have the booster pack. That's, as I mentioned last time, you get this for free. There's over $1 million of in USD value of credits, deals, offers. Some of those mean you actually get free credits. Some of those mean you get a discount in the software in all of these things. But we're talking about accounting software. We're talking about Airtable. Hey, there's AWS availability in there. You got to go check that out. But the cloud services, all these all of these tools and resources. This is what we talk about when we bring resources to founders. You have that ability in there. You get free access. You'll see it right there. It's awesome. Hey, we also love to give highlight and an interview for any one of our winners. You have a link there. Fill it out. We want to talk with you. We will film a Founders Live podcast interview that actually goes video and audio. And we post it not only on our channels, we share it to you. You can share it out to your community, and it's awesome. And lastly, again, this is an opportunity to fill something out, tell your story, and that goes into our feed that we share out, and it's on our website. We just highlight the winners. We appreciate that. Last thing I want to say, and Luis, I want to get your thoughts here. What do we want any one of our participants to do from their experience of pitching at Founders Live, especially when they had a great experience? What would you ask them to do?
Well, I would think one of the coolest things you can do is to share your experience on social media. Create a LinkedIn post, describe what you went through that day, what your feelings were, compare what you expected versus what happened. Just share your story. People love to read that stuff. We'll share it on our socials, and it gives you even more amplification and lets people identify with your journey and your startup even more.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please share it. Tag us. Tag Luis. Tag me. Tag Founders Live, especially on LinkedIn.
Hashtag Founders Live.
Yep. Hashtag Founders Live. And then at Founders Live on LinkedIn. And we love to hear about that. We love to see your activity and your experience as you share it to the world. So, Luis, that's it. And hey, we want to thank you all. Thank you for considering pitching at Founders Live. And we hope this was helpful for you to understand what is available as you pitch. All right. So Luis, all good?
All good. One more thing I would add is to that point of whether or not what you get as a presenter, the process is the prize. We say it all the time. Whether you win or lose, pitching at Founders Live is an incredible experience. We like to make it a little better for the winners, but just being in this program and going through this is quite rewarding in itself. You're going to have a great time doing it.